The way we dress for Mass shows our respect for God in a lot of ways. I mean, if you're going to a funeral, you dress in a way that's going to show mourning. And if you're going to out on a date, you're going to dress to show that you want to impress somebody.
And so our dress, by dressing in an extraordinary way, in an extraordinary way, communicates that this event is special, this event is different.
Our preparation for Mass begins at home, and so I think that ultimately is reflected when we get to the celebration of Mass itself. As a priest, so much of what we wear communicates our identity. When we see what the priest wears at Mass, it's a reminder of really the whole tradition of the Church, that these vestments are part of the totality of our tradition. If we imagined a priest showing up in shorts and a t-shirt to celebrate Mass, it would be very hard to understand the transcendent value of what it is that we're doing.
We have a grandson who lives with us, and we like to be a good example for him about the appropriate way to prepare for Mass and certainly the appropriate way to worship.
And I think that especially relates to children because our son typically wears shorts and a t-shirt, but when we have him dress up in a polo shirt and khakis or just nicer clothes, he knows that he needs to be better behaved because we're going somewhere special.
So getting 4 little kids ready for Mass takes a lot of work, but it's definitely worth the effort because they see the emphasis that we're putting on it and they see us dressing up and making sure that it's a priority.
I think the way people dress for Mass has changed over the years. I think there has been a growing sense of casualness, perhaps, and in some instances that probably is connected with a diminishment of respect for the Mass. I remember when I was younger that it was pretty much commonplace for men to wear suits and for ladies to wear dresses or a very nice outfit of some sort.
This is something that is, a big deal. This is something special. This is something sacred and holy. And you're going there not just to sit there for an hour and be quiet. You're going there to learn, to grow spiritually, to come into the real presence of Jesus.
I know for me, I'm automatically brought to a more reverent and formal place so that when I dress nicely for Mass, the moment I enter into church, I have a different orientation to what I'm about to experience. I'm not approaching it like a casual party or a Sunday barbecue. I have a different focus and intentionality.
If you want to go to Mass and treat it as something holy, dress in a way that reminds you that this is something special. You're meeting Jesus face to face there on the altar and in communion.
There's the thoughts of, if God already knows our hearts, if he knows how we feel about him, then why are these external things important? Why is dressing up important? And ultimately, I think that points to the fact that God became incarnate. The God who is spirit became flesh and dwelt among us. That mystery gives significance to the external things. That what we do as spiritual people is expressed in our body and expressed in the things that we do and in how we dress and present ourselves in showing reverence and honor to God is no different.